Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this. More than 36 street gangs in Chicago reportedly vow to shoot outside any cop who has a weapon drawn in public from the blaze. Well, isn't that... I'm gonna use one of the things that the Democrats, the control left, has a tendency on saying. Remember when they say, "Well, this is Trump's America"? Well, I'm gonna use the same sentence, but I'm gonna change it slightly. Well, this is Lori's Lightfoot, Chicago. Aren't you glad that she's the mayor? Well, let's go further. The FBI has reportedly told Chicago area law enforcement to be on the lookout for dangerous gang members just looking for a reason to kill cops. According to a Monday night report from WLS-TV, about 36 street gangs have vowed to shoot on sight any cop that has a weapon drawn on any subject in public. Well, with exception of this vehicle being burning, this Chicago looks better than the 98% of the cities in the shithole I'm currently stuck at. It's even cleaner than 98% of the cities on the shithole I'm stuck at. With exception of the vehicle burning, everything else seems much better. In fact, I'm even going to go as far as saying that I'll even eat a goddamn omelette out of this road here, on how clean it is in comparison to the shithole I'm currently stuck at. Anyway, back to the news. According to Monday night, the report obtained by WLS is titled "Pact Made by People Nation Gang Factions to Shoot on Sight Any Police Officer with a Weapon Drawn." This is what happens when you defund the police, and then even worse, this is what happens when you actually get triggered when the police does their job. If the police decides to defend themselves or shoot a goddamn fucking criminal, and if by any chance that criminal is a black thug, 1350, in which that said criminal gets the bullet up its bunghole, the entire country goes up in flames, and the police officer is then persecuted using the law, well, not using the law, but made up laws and other stuff like that, and attack the person, the police officer. This is what happens. So basically what is happening as of late is that criminals, especially black criminals, will get a free pass, because if they get shot, killed by a police officer, especially if that police officer is white, or if they are Latinos or even dark shade Latinos, they'll be still blamed as a white police officer. They will get a free pass because then the mobs will come in. So basically, a black criminal can get away with any of these things. Thank you, Democrats, for making the police life much more difficult. And yes, I'm being sarcastic if you haven't even noticed. Ah, damn it. The report allegedly originated from Chicago FBI officials on August 26th and states that members of these gangs' factions have been actively searching for and filming police officers in performance of their official duties. The purpose of such surveillance is purportedly to catch on film an officer drawing his/her weapon on any subject and the subsequent shoot on sight of said officer in order to garner national media attention. See, I told you so. Some gangs purported to be involved in the activity include the Black PP Stones, the some illiterate nobodies, Latinx Kings, and the Vice City Lords and Ladies. The FBI notification titled "A Potential Activity Alert" is sometimes issued when there are potential threats to local enforcement officials and emerges from a contact whose reporting is limited and whose reliability English. Reliability cannot be determined. The station reports that the information could emerge from a police street source, a cooperating witness in an ongoing case, or from discussions overheard on a wiretap and other surveillance recordings. Chicago Police Department Superintendent David Brown said that the conditions in Chicago are deteriorating and wholly believes that there is an imminent threat to police officers amid escalating tensions across the U.S. I think it's bigger than a suggestion, Brown says. I think 51 officers being shot or shot in 1 year, I think that quadruples any previous year in Chicago's history. So I think it's more than a suggestion that people are seeking to do harm to cops. Exactly. Brown added, we need police officers and their community members. We need to push back fervently against lawlessness. Over the weekend, at least 54 people were shot in Chicago, including 2 Chicago police officers. Okay, that's the end of the news. Now I'm gonna discuss it a little bit right now. This is what happens when you actually try to defend thugs. Now, police officers will hesitate to shoot a goddamn fucking criminal, and doing so will endanger not only the life of said criminal, but any bystanders that may or may not be present at said location, because the criminals, as much as you control left want to preach, they don't care about anybody else but themselves. So they will shoot indiscriminately at anything and at the police officer. If they kill the police officer, for them it's a great thing. If they kill a bystander, they don't give a shit. If they harm a bystander, they still won't give a shit. Because for them, even in some initiation gangs, on those gangs, some of those initiations include killing a random person in some cases and situations. So for them, that's just a nothing burger. But well done, Lori Lightfoot, for making this an even worse case scenario, because you are supporting those goddamn fucking thugs. Because now the police will hesitate to shoot at those idiots. And now you are even giving Democrats in general and the control left are giving them or supporting the idea that if you shoot a police officer, you won't get any harm by anybody else. You'll have a mob rule to defend you. That's what you're telling those criminals. So well done on making the life of a police officer that much more difficult. Because why not? They are not sacrificing their life, their family, or anything else to keep you fucking sorry ass safe. No. Especially Lori Lightfoot, who seems to kind of understand the need of police officers, because she actually has a whole squad protecting her front yard on her goddamn home, while everything else on Chicago burns and gets destroyed. You know, apparently she gets a special treatment because she is goddamn special. La Goblina. Well, before I get even worse and start to get really triggered by the hypocrisy and putting the life of police officers at danger of something like this, it's just mind-boggling. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Good night.